Hey everybody!
Hey guys!
Welcome back to episode 5 of Level Up with Kate and Katie, where we help you to live that dream lifestyle and build your dream private practice. So today's episode is sponsored by TherapyNotes. Thank you so much for sponsoring these episodes, this series really. And if you guys are in need of practice management software or EHR, definitely check them out. They're offering 2 free months. We will put the link in the resources section right here under the chat. And then also you can use the code PPS. So let's dive into today's superhero shoutouts.
So our question comes from Neville Oliver, and Neville asks, what a great question, how do you determine who your ideal client is? You are a person after our own heart, asking us the things that we absolutely love to talk about. So that is a really good question. I'm just wondering for you, Kate, how did you figure out who your ideal client is?
You know, it's so interesting because when I first started out, I made the mistake of being a generalist. I was so nervous that I wasn't going to be able to pay my bills or to be able to afford to be in private practice. So I said yes to every single person who called. And did I enjoy working with all of those people? No, definitely not. But through learning who I didn't enjoy working with and who I did enjoy working with, it really helped me to gain that clarity about the population that I wanted to serve. And then within that population, getting super clear on the specific ideal client that I absolutely loved working with, the client that I left the session and I'm like, damn, that was a good session. And I just felt that sense of reward, seeing them make that major progress towards their goals. And for me, my ideal client has shifted numerous times. I've been in practice since 2006 for 13 years now. And my ideal client has shifted. I've got probably about a handful of them at this point. And so you can definitely explore different ideal clients and really get clear on that. Something that was helpful for me was to actually think about my caseload and think about the clients that I felt most fulfilled by, most effective with, most energetically in alignment with, and then the presenting problems that they were struggling with, looking for the commonalities, looking for the themes that went within those presenting problems and their goals. And that really helped me to get super clear on who I was really called to serve.
When we work with our coaches and really helping them identify their ideal client, some of the things that we ask them is to really look for, I know Kate was talking about commonalities, but really looking for attributes of your ideal client. Interestingly enough, I attract a lot of attorneys. I don't know if it's because I actually like legal language or I kind of like their harsh attitude. I'm from up north and kind of can be a little rough around the edges sometimes, so I just really like that direct approach. And I find sometimes like attorneys and entrepreneurs, they can like handle the direct straightforwardness. So I seem to attract a lot of that, but really looking at the attributes of people, you know, the qualities that they bring, the things that they believe in as well, because really, you know, you want to, like Kate said, really be in alignment with your ideal client. So it's exploring that. If Kate's talking about, if you're looking at your caseload, my suggestion is if you look down at your schedule and you're like, yes, that's probably your ideal client right there, right? You're like, yes, you're like, I can't wait to see this client. Oh my God, it's going to feel like, I don't know, we're having like coffee. It's so easy. Like you feel like you should get paid for the time because it was just so easy. So really looking at that person, you know, is it that they come in on time? Are they funny? Do they do their homework? Are they just straight to business? Do they want to learn and grow from you? You know, what are their mannerisms, their demeanor, all of those things. But it's really that person. I think the good indicator is just like that person that you're like, yes, I can't wait to see them. Or I don't know about you guys, but there's days that I've actually looked at like my caseload and I'm like, oh, this is an awesome day, right? Because you just have a lot of really cool clients. And also too, sometimes people look at the population that they're called to serve. You know, maybe you have a clear mission to serve children in some aspect, or maybe you want to work with sexual assault victims. So really looking at that as well, but also looking from that target market as you begin to niche down of who really is that. You know, maybe it's a certain gender, maybe it's a certain age group, maybe it's a certain demographic or socioeconomic area. So there's so much in that ideal client, but I think the main thing, it's yes. So who do you say yes to? That's where I would start off.
Yeah, and we recommend really taking the time to get clear on who that ideal client is, actually giving them a name, like Ambitious Annie.
I love that exercise.
Yes, actually giving them a name, choosing an image for them.
Depressed Dan?
Disillusioned Dan.
Disillusioned Dan, there you go.
Yeah, lots of different ones, but really getting clear on how old they are, what, you know, where they live, what's a day in the life of their life like, and what are their biggest struggles, what keeps them up at night, their pain points, and what are their goals, their needs, and their wants and desires. This is really important information for you to get clear on.
So you know what I'm realizing? Like, we're at episode 5, and I mean, if you've been like listening to us on our podcast, you've been connected with us for a long time, you probably know what this symbol means.
Hashtag ninja tip.
We haven't offered a ninja tip yet. Would you guys like a?
I do. Are you saying it?
Are you saying it? So one of the things that we talk about is a lot of times our ideal client is usually us, right? Or we've kind of gone into this work because we've been impacted in some way, whether it's a family member, friend, or something like that, by their own struggles in life. So if you look to them, or you just kind of look internally, that is also another good ninja tip to really identify who your ideal client is. So Neville,
definitely
awesome question. You know how to speak our love language. Did you do that on purpose? I get chills because I love talking about that stuff. But
yes, and this is one of the major things that we focus on in our private practice marketing e-course. We will put the link below for you guys. We get really super in-depth into an intimate deep dive into the world of your ideal client and helping you to get that clarity. Because without that, your marketing messages are going to fall flat and they're not going to connect with anybody. You got to be super clear on who you're talking to and how you're talking to them so that you talk to them in a way that they're inspired to want to work with you. They're like, this therapist is the one that gets me. I've got to call them and schedule a session.
So great question. And remember, guys, you got this.
Yes.
Thanks for allowing us to inspire you from startup to mastery. We'll see you on episode 6. Take care, everybody.
Bye, everybody.